opportunity.
Ryle under the tower and into the trees. They're going to try and make something of this, but they've got themselves the avalanche. The toss, level 6 for Yuragi's forced the TP away. Misha may not be so fortunate, and it's looking like he's going to be food for thought. And the thought process is, hey, if we can't get Ursa, we'll take the Warlock.
Up to a 1k lead already. And yeah, the Trident actually worked out perfectly. We haven't really seen a Trident for quite a while. But if you have lanes like this, especially with a Marcy, it makes a lot of sense. And honestly, I'm not entirely sure what this Ursa item build is about. Usually you go into the fast diffu on the battlefield if you want to be greedy.
Avalanche out.
Going to half.
Oh gosh, this is Misha again, just not surviving the onslaught, but they do have the Dream Coil on it too. They will snap it on the Tiny. They get the kill on a Saberlight. They'll look over at Bryle. The Avalanche lands on both, but they've got the Waning Rift for the silence. He's under the tower. He'll look for the kill. He'll grab it before he dies. It's a double kill for BZM. And they lose the tower. It's a good couple of kills for BZM, who's going to have to now have the job of, hey, I need to open up the map for my Ursa.
Yeah, no, I mean, Ursa's still going to go into the Diffuser Blade afterwards. It's just going to delay all his timings by quite a bit. And if you're in a scenario where their late game is, I would say, quite a bit better, because Terror Blade destroys Ursa. Is that item really worth it? Will it backfire? I guess we'll find out in like 10 minutes or so.
Right. Who again, now Taiga, he's the one in trouble.
He might just be dead, he has no TP.
He could just get run down. Yeah, there's no TP, and Saberlight with no tier 1 tower there, he's free to just chase down this Dragonite. Taiga on the run, Saberlight, he's got the Plague Ward, he's still following, but he's not committing and maybe worried about now what lies towards the outpost and the tier 2, but that seemed like a kill for sure.
Yeah. He could have gotten the kill, but as you said, it's pretty risky to chase him down all the way. You never know who might or might not be TPing to the outpost.
So, Ursa does have that Midas.
Yeah.
Phase Diffusal.
Goes into the Morbid Mask next. Then into the Diffuser Blade. It's gonna be quite late. He knows Taiga's still up there. Oh, this time you're dead. Yeah,
rebound. And if they want it, they have the Dispose, but they don't need it. Avalanche as well as the toss. Bryle's having a good game on this Tiny so far. 2-1-1. That death up top, he got the tower. It was kind of worth it. They also got another kill on Misha.
Yeah. And
Terror Blade. Focus in Saberlight's eyes.
It's just free to farm. The triangle, the mid lane. This is like a perfect Terror Blade game so far. You got a tri lane, you're super happy there. And then you just start transitioning to full farm mode. Already into the Yasha, going Manta style first. Lots of nice spells to dispel in this game.
He's having a perfect game so far, but does OG's team fight scare him at all? With the Chaotic Offering, the Dream Coil coming out, and then maybe what Amar can offer once he does get into the Rod of Atos, or he's also got the Dragonlance queued up.
It is pretty scary, but if you go like Manta into BKB, they don't really have any way to shut you down. And then once you get into the Skadi, is really when the Ursa is mega afraid of you. So I'm expecting more of a defensive item build first, and then into the damage later.
Dubu taking that solo experience over bottom while the rest of the team is left. So he's got that level 6. He does have Supernova available. Amar already backing off the lane as Bryle moving forward with his Invis rune. They've got a Sentry, so they do see him. It's on its last legs. It's only got about 30 seconds left on the Sentry, but it works out in their favor. They've also got Misha behind, ready with a Chaotic Offering if need be. So it's a very important moment here for TSM, because I think if Bryle dies again, it does open up a lot of opportunity for OG to just kind of feel confident and gain back what they've lost in the laning stage.
Yeah, especially because he's like pretty much the only stunner. Sure, Marcy's a stun too, but it's not really easy to land at all.
We've seen Moon have trouble with it in this tournament.
He didn't actually go for Blink Dagger on Tiny, which is very curious, because they don't really have any form of initiation.
Going into the Elder Dragon form, looking over at Moomiander. There's the Dragon Tail. They've got the Shadow Word, Illusory Orb, Moomiander very dead. Ooh, Plague Ward's trying to get a courier here.
He has a Midas queued up on the Marcy. What?
So
he only finished the Blast of Haste so far.
Midas Basher, maybe?
I mean, I hope he's not going to go through with that, because that Midas is going to come at like minute 15 or 16. Like, usually you want to go for a Blink Dagger or some sort of initiation.
Or even we've seen the Aether Lens in China.
That is so greedy. Like, that is beyond greedy. That's what I would get reported for in a pub game.
What, Midas?
Yeah, on a Marcy like that.
Marcy. Taking a look at this heat map here. Bryle spent a lot of time up towards top. Mid, obviously, lane there, so it's going to be quite bright, but the lights are on top where Bryle's been, and well, hopefully OG, they're trying to put on a blackout here and turn off his heat map and turn off the lights.
Does it scare you at all that he chose to not go for Blink Dagger and that the other initiator is going for Midas? Like, who's going to ever go in for
It does worry me that they're not going to really be able to walk into this fight or blink in and initiate, like you're saying. You kind of need that, especially with the way OG are going to be moving at you. You assume that Taiga's going to be getting a Blink Dagger. Ooh, Icarus dive into the Supernova. They're going to go here for the Ursa over mid. The TPs are coming in, but are they going to be in time? It looks likely that they are. The Dream Coil is down on a 2. It'll snap on Bryle. Chaotic Offering, that's going to land on a 2. They've got the Fatal Bonds to follow it up. Saberlight ends up dead. He threw out that ulti, but to no avail. So they do come to save their Ursa. Yuragi feeling very protected by the rest of his team. And he's getting closer and closer to that Diffusal Blade. You can see OG, they're doing a good job of returning the favor of losing the laning phase and, well, saying, hey, this is how it feels, guys.
Yeah, they're also looking at Timado. Oh, he gets juked. Dragon Tail. Oh.
You heard the crowd.
I heard the crowd.
Oh.
Yeah, he didn't have it pre-clicked, unfortunately. Otherwise, it would have been Terrorblade.
Oh, man.
Who now finishes Manta still. Yeah, I mean, you know, this kind of thing you can feel. You can feel. Like, if you're Taiga at that moment, you're like, ah. So close, yet so far. So bot tower is gonna fall to the Viper as well as the Golem. So opening up the map a little bit more for the Ursa. But the Terrorblade's still untouched. And finishes Manta already at minute 14. That's a very good timing. His next item is going to be very telling. If he goes into the Skadi, the Ursa is not going to be as big of a problem, but he will have to be careful with the Viper as well as the Puck.
Hasn't queued anything yet.
Yeah, usually they wait a little bit to keep us guessing.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's not just because they haven't made up their mind. It's actually they're trying to trick the observers.
Yeah, the professional players know exactly what they want to do.
Yeah. Well, sure.
He just finished a Magic Wand and a Clarity. Very
telling.
Telling, yeah.
Sure.
Telling that he's running out of mana.
Yeah.
Skadi. Okay. It's gonna be Skadi.
Okay, so 450 until Ursa's got this Diffusal Blade to pick up the Yules on Saberlight. He's going into the Spirit Vessel, but that's after the Yules. Do you think that kind of messes with the timing?
It's for the survivability. Also, it's a very reliable coil nowadays to break the coil.
Pretty quick Yules.
Yeah. And it's also a great item against Ursa, right? He jumps in, enrages, you Yule him, suddenly the enrage time is over. And then he's not that strong anymore.
Technically, you Cyclone. Dream Coil coming out. It's on a Bryle, but they do have the help from Saberlight. Tosses him back as he jumps in. Looked like an alley-oop, and now Mars is going to go in. So Mumiander trying to get a kill here. They'll take out Misha, so they've got one. No Warlock, no Chaotic Offering. They toss up into the air once again. BZM in trouble. Taiga falls. And TSM making their presence felt in the OG jungle. And they're looking right on at Roche to take the first Aegis.
It's not the fastest Roche lineup, but yeah, they have enough left in the tank on OG, so it should be pretty free still.
Yeah, meta's up for a while. This will be, like you said, not the fastest, but with two heroes dead on OG, they're not making the move.
Yeah, Amas also is looking to catch back up. Went into the Dragonlance and 4-staff. Hurricane Pike first item on Viper. It's pretty unusual.
Still has the Rod of Atos queued up too.
Probably for the rest of the game.
So now though, even with the Aegis on TSM, do you feel confident as OG when you've got Dream Coil back up with Chaotic Offering and the Elder Dragon form ready to go?
I think it could just be a farming Aegis as well. Like, they're not really in any rush to do anything.
Right.
You want to have Terrorblade's next item before you feel really comfortable. But Tiny, he has a DD bottle and he has an Echo Saber, so if you can get on top of heroes, that's a big if.
And he's got the help of Mumiander and Saberlight to the side if they do make the jump. Like you said, no Blink Dagger yet on Bryle. He's finally going for one. He'll be that initiator. Not that it was necessary there in that last fight. They were able to walk up on the aggression of OG. They started, they went with the Dream Coil, and then the counterplay was there from TSM. Yeah,
that's really the only way for TSM to fight right now. They have to wait for OG to come to them until you finish that Blink Dagger on the Tiny, which is 600 away. I also have yet to see really the impact of the 4 DK. He almost has his Blink Dagger, so that's nice. But yeah, so far, Taiga wasn't really able to do a whole lot.
Taking a look at what Dubu's getting. He's going Veil.
Yeah, Veil is very strong, of course, with the Venomancer. amplifying all that nice juicy damage.
So uncharacteristic of OG, they just maybe not allowing. Obviously TSM, they feel like they found their stride, but they are inside the OG jungle constantly. OG is not really the team that allows that so much, where they're just like, all right, you're in our jungle, you're making your home, you're finding your farm. Like, that's ours. They usually make sure to clean out these heroes. Blink past Moon Meander, so they're going to try and get a quick kill here and maybe look for more. Bryle is in the vicinity. He does have that double damage active. They clean up some vision and, well, see what they can do, or looking to clean up some vision. Place their own.
He has his Blink Dagger now, and DD is still active for half duration. So they might look up to do a quick smoke. Yep, it's just him and the Phoenix smoking up together. And whoever they find could die real fast. Viper is pretty tanky though. He's gonna sit at 2k health, plus that Essence Ring as well.
Gonna make the jump, but Tiger's on the mark first. He goes in with the Blink as well, so Dragon Tail, the Chaotic Offering is in. Avalanche was thrown out, so stops OG for a moment. They go with that ulti for the Venomancer, and they've got the kill and a Saberlight to start. The Supernova is well too far back. That is forcing OG to retreat though, and now they look over at Moon Meander. They've got themselves killing spree on BZ, and they get the kill into the Marcy. They look over at Saberlight once again. Let's see if they can make a move and try and find it going the other way. Bryle with the Avalanche as well as the toss. The BZM quite low. Bryle sticking with him. Tomato gets the kill, takes away the killing spree, and it ends up being a 2-for-1. But getting BZM is a big target and a streak going into their hands.
Yeah, they're very, very strong in the team fight right now with the Veno ult as well as the Supernova. Also a little bit unfortunate for Moon Meander that he's the one dying first, because he's still going for that Midas. He's gonna have that minute 20.
Oh, okay.
One
day, he might...
I can't believe that we're seeing two Midases in one game.
He might go to the Blink, right? He's got it queued up.
I hope so. That would be very late.
He's not going to go to the Midas and then at 27
Why do you have a glove of haste though on a Marcy?
Well, you can give up on the Midas.
No, it feels real bad, trust me.
I know it feels bad, but like, Blink's going to feel better.
Yeah. I mean, I don't disagree. I don't disagree. I guess we'll see what he does. But Marcy's not really a flash farmer, so it's going to take a while until we really will be able to witness what he's going to go for.
We'll find out in 17. Oh, he's... Okay. He bought the recipe.
Yep. Nice.
Real
well, if the game goes 60 minutes, he's going to be a core.
Yeah, he'll have Blink. Well, core might be ambitious.
Nah, Midas helps you farm, right?
Yeah, it does.
How many uses does it take to... It gives 160, right? So
yeah.
14 uses-ish?
Yeah, to get that that gold back.
It's not that long. Just like
experience is the nice.
Just like 20 minutes.
Remember the Midas patch? Everybody was buying Midas.
Oh yeah, I love that one.
Very fun. Oh, Blink Dragon Tail coming through after the Icarus dive, so Dubu in trouble. Sunray off the map. But, well, he doesn't have a TP,
how does he get
so
there?
He's back. He's still dead.
Yeah, but how did he get there?
And there it is. It's the gravitational pull from the edge of the map that pulls you back. It's actually, that one spot is known as the gravity bind area.
I'm sure every spot off the map has that. That one spot is no different B-Cup, sorry. That's not how physics work in Dota.
There's physics.
You know, everything you ever like learned about physics at school makes no sense in Dota. It's like its own world.
Yeah, it could have its own physics.
Yeah.
Aegis expires, so now we'll see if TSM, if they want to still fight or farm. Because Terrorblade, feeling like he's in a great spot. He's got the Scotties going into the Satanic.
So no BKB at all. Okay, that's a little bit risky.
Not but yet. We've seen it in the past, right? Maybe you lose a fight and all of a sudden it's like, well, I need BKB.
This puck is pretty annoying.
It doesn't happen in pubs though. Usually it takes like 5 or 6 deaths before that person's like, okay, I need BKB.
But but you can't tell him. Because if you tell him, he's gonna buy back.
I'll buy whatever I want. Tell me how to play my game. Taiga in some trouble. Avalanche toss comes in for the Blink from Bryle with the right clicks coming out from Tomato.
What's a meta use though?
Popped that meta, yeah. I was gonna say that is a quick pop on that, quick fingers on the Metamorphosis, and it would almost dictate that they go tower. Yeah, go for the tower.
I mean, they were gonna do it regardless, but yeah, now the meta's gonna be on cooldown, and I would hope that OG is gonna try to fight them really. Like this Midas Ursa hasn't really paid off yet because you basically allowed Terrorblade to have an entirely free game, and you're already countered by him. So now he has his BKB. I really want him to put on the pressure now. The later this goes, the harder it gets.
True.
And they smoke up straight away. They're looking for some stranglers.
Can they find any? They've got one in Moomiander. He doesn't have rebound, even if he wasn't silenced, but he goes into the unleash, and they'll unleash his life and take him to the grave. So Amar on a killing spree. He's quietly finding himself a lot of farm. He's third on the net worth. Like I said, you know, you may shut down his lane, but he knows where to go. He knows where to farm, and he knows where to pick it back up.
But he's also a Viper against a Terrorblade.
True.
Like, it doesn't matter who you are. If the matchup is just terrible, you will die. Does he have a shot yet on Viper? No. The Amar's not the kind of guy that would buy a shot on Viper.
Is that, by the way, is that terrible spelled T-E-R-R-O-R-B-L-E? Terrible?
Yeah.
Cool.
How else would you spell it?
Just want to make sure. No, just asking.
Finally, the mid-talk is taken out. Minute 23. Super late.
Very late. Yeah.
You only see this if the games are completely one-sided. Generally, there's the tower still up, but
it's not that one-sided. Until we haven't really felt TB's presence, right?
Yeah.
He's been involved a little bit. He had that metamorphosis over in the jungle. They used it, of course, not that one, just prior, the one before that, when it got in the Aegis.
Look at his quick buy, by the way. He went for the BKB.
Yeah, he's listening.
Before dying, even.
So he recognized that.
Yeah, very mature. That's very mature.
I know they were giving out stats on the stream, like they had other players evaluating other players. That's adaptability 99. I don't know if that was a stat on there, but...
Yeah, I think so. Adaptation or something.
Yeah, 99. Knowing before you die to get that BKB.
Yeah. You never want to give away the advantage, especially if you're 16k net. You're 3k net ahead of the Ursa. Like,
it's a lot.
It's gonna get really tough to fight. Like, Ursa needs to stick on top of Terrorblade for like a good 10 seconds. Probably needs to get like 2 overpowers off and a couple more auto attacks to really be able to threaten him. And how do you do that? Because he turns around, he hits you once, and you can't move anymore.
Yeah.
And if you can't move, you can't hit.
True. I've heard that somewhere.
Yeah.
BKB
flying out.
Yeah.
It would be a shame if he gets caught right now. Oh, he doesn't.
No, he's TPing back.
Ever the wiser.
We'll say BZM and Brow are pretty much neck and neck in terms of net worth.
Oh, BKB on Tiny as well. It's a massive timing. 5-man smoke.
Yeah, this should
no
be
blink on Moomiander though. You'll have to use it minus a couple more times.
Yeah, he's got 1,530 gold. They're going to try and make this move. It's not going to exactly line up with Roche as it's a long respawn. They do find a bar. They've got the Avalanche as well as the toss. They're going to toss him back to Saberlight. The Chaotic Offering comes down with the BKB being popped by Bryle. They look over at Yuragi. They focus their attention onto Moomiander, who's trying to heal up with the Unleash. Misha getting low, and he'll fall too to a neutral creep. Amar ends up dying to Bryle, and it ends up so far with a 2-for-1. They want more. They can't quite get it with the TP out.
Yeah.
But still not a bad fight for TSM. Unfortunately for them, Roche is not up yet, and by the time Roche comes up, it's going to be about 40 seconds before meta's back up.
Yeah, so team fight is going to be pretty difficult. However, TB, like with the Skadi, is not purely solely reliant on metamorphosis. He will still be able to hit some heroes.
Right.
And they can probably still just delay with Venom wards and spam it and set the reflection and whatnot, right? So shouldn't be too big of an issue. But you saw the Ursa's reaction, right? Terrorblade runs up the hill, and Ursa's like, oh my god, I gotta run away. I can't do anything to this guy. And who in the team really can? Like, I can't see a single hero that can deal with the Terrorblade right now.
Gale on Taiga, TP attempt, but he's got the Yules. Moomiander's there, so is Tomato, and this is a quick one.
Did you see the high five?
Damage.
Like before even the ultimate, just got like, GG. I'm gonna Yule you.
Like,
now, what costs more, B-Cup? What costs more? A TP scroll or 175 mana? What's more expensive?
What do you mean? Like, gold to mana efficiency, like timing, or what exactly are you asking? What costs more?
I don't know what I'm asking.
I think you'd want the TP with Roche being up soon. So you could have just let yourself, you know, try and run around the trees.
That was a trick question because...
Was I right? Did I get it right?
Yeah, probably, because I don't even know what I was asking.
What kind of professor are you? Dream Coil down, Moomiander dies, and Yuragi's got another one. That's a kill to get here that might allow them to go for Roche. Maybe not the biggest thing, but again, Tomato still without meta for 30 seconds. So how willing are TSM to go? OG know that Roche is up, and how quickly can they take it?
Just keep spamming illusions in, keep spamming fire spirits. Venom wards. It's very difficult to just take this Roche free. As I say that though, they're just starting to hit it, and they're continuing to hit it.
Venomous Gale, a little bit short.
And it's almost down.
Towards the hill. Sunray, maybe. Can they Icarus time to go in? They're going to go with the BKBs. They'll look over at Roche. Yuragi going for it, but the Aegis is snatched by Bryle. He picks it up. They're going to fight man-to-man or bear to rock. They'll try and fight it. Tomato joins in. It's going to be a 2v1. They get the kill here on Yuragi.
Ooh.
They'll take out the Ursa, and they'll look over at Amar. The damage is coming in with the help of the Avalanche to stun him up. They'll toss him away and take away his life. 2 heroes down on the side of OG, and they get the Aegis in their hands. Misha looking like a +1. Saberlight looking for the high 5. Misha won't give it to him, but hey, Saberlight, I got you.
It's just honestly, like, we spoke about how they have like a lot of just spam into the pit, right? Ursa was sitting at like, what, 80, 75% health maybe?
Right.
And Terrible just runs at him, hits him a couple of times. If he gets an Aegis, maybe there's a chance, but he had to preemptively already pop that BKB. So top ranks should be pretty free. Maybe they even want to go for more. No, Metamorphosis is about to expire, so probably not. It's just impossible to fight into the Terrorblade right now. Like, they made the conscious decision to go greedy on the Ursa, not to pick up the fast diffusal and put up the pressure. And this is what they have to deal with now. They will have to kill him once or twice. Maybe then they can like ramp up the damage on the Ursa enough to really fight the proper fight. But I don't think Timato's giving it to them. The way he's been playing has been near perfect.
Taking a look back at this fight, you see the BKBs come out. There was the Waning Rift. They've got the Supernova over to the side. Just snatches the Aegis, and Ursa desperately needed that. And once he doesn't pick it up, Yuragi's pretty much dead already. Yeah. And then they look for more, and this is Amar. Yule's up into the air thanks to Saberlight. They'll lock him down. Avalanche toss. This really was great execution from TSM. Just on the edge of knowing that Metamorphosis was going to come back up, so really well done.
Meander though in trouble.
Meander, he got the dispose, but the rest of OG are here. They've got the help from Misha with the upheaval. They don't even need BZM to help get that kill. I saw that it was Yuragi who picked up the shard, and he actually did use it. So he's got that Earthshock shard upgrade. Yeah.
His super strong Timato's gonna get found out here.
Tomato, Waning Rift. They've got the Aegis on Bryle. It's not up to Tomato. The chaotic offering. There's the Manta. Tomato with the BKB on the run. Icarus dive and ooh, gets away with the Silver Edge just by the skin of his teeth.
Invisibility is invincibility everywhere, not just in my brackets.
So my bracket?
Yeah.
Okay.
Although you did quite, you know, you could climb a bit from when I saw in Romania, I believe.
I've climbed.
Yeah.
I'm still climbing. I'm learning.
Slow and steady wins the race, become.
Right now I've lost 7 in a row, but that's
okay, as long as you don't tilt. Don't tilt.
I've taken a little bit of a break. I'm going to be bumping for my next goal next when I go back on.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
4K lead for TSM.
Yeah.
Still 2 minutes on this Aegis.
Yeah, they can use it as a farming Aegis. Still, if they want to, they still have some items to go. But they don't want to do that. Smoke up as 4 into the enemy triangle. But of course, OG also knows that they aren't showing anywhere else. This is probably the destination they're going to choose.
Who's here top?
I've just been looking around for OG for like some power spikes, power timings, like how do you deal with the Terrorblade? You have a Basher now on the Ursa. It's just you can't really ever jump into the Terrorblade. Like his illusion will just kill you. There's so much support for the Terrorblade.
BCM level 25.
Yeah, but it's still 5 levels away. I don't even know if he will reach 25 by the time the game ends.
If they can turtle it, if they can hold on, maybe they do. But TSM, they look like they're in a good spot to continue the onslaught. It's not exactly like it's out of OG's hands, but like you say, you don't really see or feel that power spike just yet.
Yeah, it's only a 4K lead, but you can see how scared OG is. They know this Terrorblade is just too strong.
Yeah, they're just looking to farm at the moment. Yuragi, he's going into the MKV. Taiga wants a Ghost Scepter. This Warlock, he's got Arcane Boots, so full build. And then, Puck. Let's see what he can do once he's got the Octarine Core.
Also found the Paladin sword, of course. Ooh, close TP out.
Amar's got this Halberd. How much is this really going to help him?
Not a whole lot. That's the thing. Terrorblade doesn't really get countered by Halberd because he has so many illusions also hitting you. Like Halberd is more like I guess it's good against Tiny. He does a lot of single target damage with this tree club, but yeah, like it's just there's not a whole lot Amar can do in this game. Like Terrorblade is just too strong. There's nothing you can really itemize to counter him.
Blink in, Avalanche, and they're going to get the Dragon Tail. It's doing a Brio. Do they have the damage to get the kill here out of the Tiny? He's still holding onto that Aegis. It's up for another 5 seconds. If the timing's right, maybe they can kill him.
They're waiting,
without the Aegis. They're holding their fire, and they're going to look with the BKB being popped by Brio. There goes the Aegis. Do they have the damage to get the kill? They're running into the Supernova. They've got BZM on the back line. They get the kill to Moomy, and there's the Dream Coil. It drops Brio like the rock he is. He turns into gravel, and they'll look over at Saberlight. They've got themselves 3, and OG holds successfully, and they'll take out this TSM push. It was an aggressive play from Brile, and it doesn't pay off, and it was wise for OG. Somebody checked the inventory, they knew, and they had the countdown timer when they wanted to kill him.
Yeah, they got really messy. So the mistake TSM made there is they went away from the Terrorblade. Terrorblade is basically your tower that you want to play around, but Brile went in real deep, hoping that they would kill him and pop the Aegis, but OG was just like, no, we're not going to do that. Why would we?
Yeah, why? If we know, we know.
Yeah, and then of course the entire fight gets messy, right? Moomiander wants to help Brile. They pop the Supernova to try to help Brile, but ultimately...
Coil dropped by BZM. I thought he might have put himself in a very precarious position, right? Like right by that Supernova.
Yeah.
But
then again,
Coil gets the kill.
Tiny dies. What stuns do they have, right?
Yeah, they don't really have many. And as TSM were free to take the tier 2s mid and buy, well, right now with no Tiny and no Veno, feels like OG, they have the ability to just take these towers for free, but there is that glyph from TSM. They're smoked up, and TSM are looking for their moment. They finally have Brile back. He immediately TPs to the tier 2 tower, and with that, OG retreat, and it might be a wait
Moon is
to
looking.
see the next Roche, but as I say that, Misha's in trouble, and he'll be the next one very dead.
Gets executed by Timato, and he's dead for 70. It's not a short timer. They might be looking to pressure the high ground again. Did they use meta in the last fight? They didn't even use meta.
It's going to be tough. Brile has to be careful about his positioning. He can't just jump in like that.
Yeah, you just want to play around the Terrorblading.
Yeah.
As I said, he's your tower, you just defend your tower. If they go on him, Brile goes in.
Okay. So we'll see if they could do that now. OG, they've cut the deficit to just 2K.
Yeah. He needs, how much gold is that? 500 gold, and he will have the Abyssal Blade at the ready.
What does the Ursa have?
Abyssal Blade on Terrorblade, not
the
super
Abyssal.
common. But yeah, Abyssal Blade also on Ursa, of course. Is just
Yeah, he was going MKB before, so taking that check, and he does have that Abyssal
they
Blade.
need the BKB piercing lockdown, so that makes a lot of sense. They're still lacking damage though, so if +1 damage item comes out on him, they will have a very good chance of actually beating this Terrorblade in the team fight.
Taiga may be thinking about going in with that Elder Dragon form, but they don't commit to that wave push, so it's not quite what they wanted. An Elder Dragon form, it's got 3/4 the duration, so maybe they could use it at some point. Taiga's still sitting here up towards top if they were to make the move, and Yuragi kind of maybe showing himself as a little bit of bait.
Look at BZM, level 23. One more team fight, you know, he is going to be level 25, and then those BKBs, they won't mean a whole lot.
Yeah, so they 4-man smoke. They've got Yuragi, the one who's not smoked. BZM, his smoke gets broken. He'll jaunt over with the Illusory Orb. The Fire Spirit doesn't land. Phase Shift Blink, and then another Illusory Orb over towards the outpost. TSM, they're looking to control, they're looking to go and maybe find their opening as they'll see the vision. But here they go on the side of OG. They've got Yuragi going in with the Abyssal Blade. It's Chaotic buffering off to the side. That's not going to do too much, but the damage is out. They get the kill on the Taiga. That Elder Dragon form's not going to matter with Zulu going down and no Supernova out for the side of TSM. They might be in some trouble. There is no Phoenix in this fight, no Supernova to rely on and maybe fight within, as the rest of TSM need to get out of this one. The BKBs are no longer there. They've got the 4 heroes, but the Waning Rift, it lands on a 3. Can they follow it up? Illusory Orb again. There's Brile with the TP as well as Saberlight. BZM is searching, BZM is looking, and here comes Yuragi. He's going to help. You're into the forest with the Big Bad Bear, and, well, Yuragi will claim Moomiander as his token throne.
The fights are becoming very, very messy. Like, Terrorblade is just not getting to hit anyone. They're always just kiting him, running away from him. And that's exactly what they have to do, right? If you can't deal with the problem, well, not always it's the best choice, but in this case, just ignore the problem. No, kill everything around him. He can't 1v5 you. There's no way. Now the third Roshan is going to go Refresher Shard. Who's that going to go to? Could be good on the Warlock, could be good on the Puck. Maybe they will just keep it on the Ursa as well. He gave it over to the Warlock. It's going to be a double rock. Double Fatal Bonds can be very potent. Because we all know they stack. It's a lot of potential damage.
You know how Wraith King's got the Arcana? He takes the token bones.
Yeah.
You think all heroes should have access to that? They take the token bones and then they
it's too savage.
turn it into a chest and
No, it's too savage because
get the bone throne.
we are child friendly.
Yuragi, BZM. Just putting the pressure on, looking for the tier 2 tower.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
BZM almost 25. That talent is so game changing. Every time you get that Dream Coil pierces magic immunity talent, Puck just becomes a different hero. And he's also going to the overwhelming blink, so he took some lessons from Yuragi. He's gonna go in and out. That cooldown on the illusory orb is ridiculous. 5 seconds, by the way.
Yeah, we've talked about low cooldown things in the past, especially with that arc warding that had the cooldown reduction. It was quite low on everything.
Yeah. So probably they spoke about it. It's like, hey, can you do what I did the other day? And BZM's like, yeah, let me show you. I got this.
Illusory orb, cleaning up the creep wave. BZM.
25.
Level 25.
Oh, he takes the good talent.
The Dream Coil, pierces magic immunity. The rapid fire doesn't make sense here, but of course that Dream Coil magic immunity pierce is quite nice.
Now the big question though is he gonna get the Timeless Relic? Because Timeless Relic plus Dream Coil is ridiculously OP.
Ooh, they're gonna go. They found themselves Tomato for a second, but again, invisibility is invincibility.
Yeah.
Yuragi now kind of getting kited a little bit. They need to be careful. They've got the rest of the team behind him. Our TSM willing to fight. They'll throw an illusion over. They've got Bryle going with the avalanche as well as the toss, but they've got the Dream Coil available to lock them down if they start to run. It was the Dragon Tail that hit on a Moon Meander. That will get them the kill. Supernova is very far back. And they'll look over at Yuragi. He's getting run down, but he does have this Aegis. So do you really want to chase the bear? We've seen it. And like I said, he wants to add the token bones to his throne.
Oh, they gave him the cheese last second, so he doesn't die to the Poison Nova. But Black Poison Nova isn't lethal. Yeah, I know, but the poison thing on it too. You know, we don't want to spread false rumors here.
No, not at all.
And they're looking to go high ground. Still no shot though.
Ooh, they'll find Tomato. Here they go with the right clicks. They've got the Abyssal Blade to follow it up, and they're locking down this Terror Blade. He tries to get the bashes with the Dream Coil coming in. They get the kill to Tomato. He has buyback, but he will not have Metamorphosis. They look over at Bryle. They've got themselves the Waning Rift. They've got the Silence to lock him down and take him out. So Bryle's gone. Tomato's out. The Bolt buyback. Down goes Saberlight. These three heroes are very necessary for the defense for TSM. OG looking to hold the high ground on the opposite side of the map. Well, here on TSM's base. Waning Rift once again. Silence is up too. Moon Meander in trouble. The right click's coming in. BZM's got himself a triple kill. And now looking through. BZM, can he just retreat? Yeah, it's pretty free for him as the glyph is used. But OG, no need to back up just yet. They're free to do whatever they want. If they want to continue, they can. If they want to back up, well, it's their game right now. We're all just kind of living in it.
Yeah, but they should be continuing to pressure here. They also have just a Shadow Word AoE to keep them all full HP at all times. They have Puck to poke in and out, so they shouldn't really be afraid of anything. MKB now also picked up on Ursa, so there's a damage item we spoke about. He already shredded the Terror Blade. With that item, it's going to become just that much easier.
Misha with the Shard, using that AoE Shadow Word, healing up his teammates. BZM, he's going to bootstrap TP towards bot, or at least he was showing that he was going to do that.
And then he canceled.
And then he canceled.
Yeah, so now we have reached the point in the game where Terror Blade doesn't feel unkillable anymore, right? There's so much damage output now from the Puck as well as the Ursa that they have. Oh, he also finally finds the Timeless Relic on Puck. This is like the most broken item on him. Coil duration goes up, silence duration goes up, all the spell damage obviously goes up as well. There's nothing better. But yeah, like, what do you really do now to prevent the Terror Blade from getting kited? Because every team fight is getting kited, and post BKB, he gets taken down from full to 0. And there's not really a whole they can do. Maybe if the egg is in like a little better position, they don't have great heroes to keep him in the egg though.